Hello developers! I'm really excited to meet you in the second video of our HTML tutorial series. In this video, we'll look at how to install a text editor. Now when it comes to code editing software, people often refer to it as an editor, but more commonly, it's called IDE. What exactly is an IDE? Well, IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. It's a software tool you use not only to write or develop your code, but also to run and test the code you've developed. Let's dive into this and see how to get started. Let's take an example here. There are plenty of IDE software options available out there. But for this web development course, the software we'll be using is called Visual Studio Code. Why Visual Studio Code? The main reason we're choosing Visual Studio Code is that it's completely free. There's no paid version or subscription required. Now let me clarify something. You don't have to use this specific IDE. There are no restrictions on which IDE you can use. But for these tutorials, I'll be using Visual Studio Code. So if you install it too, it'll be a bit more convenient to follow along. Many people often ask me, "Bro, can I follow this course without a PC? Or can I do it on my mobile phone?" The answer is yes, you absolutely can. But let's be honest, working on a PC will be much easier and feel more professional. As I've mentioned before, you can use any IDE software you like. You can even use something as simple as Notepad as a code editor. Towards the end of this video, I'll show you how to use Notepad for coding. Additionally, there are IDE software options available for mobile phones too. Alright, now let's see how to install Visual Studio Code. First, open any browser on your laptop. Type Visual Studio Code in the search bar, and click on the first link that appears. Make sure it's the official website of Visual Studio Code. Once you're on the website, you'll see a button that says Download for Windows. Click on that. So the downloading has started. Once the file is downloaded, go to your Downloads folder and open the file. It's just like installing any other exe file. The process is super simple. You'll see an agreement, accept it, and just keep clicking Next to move forward. Now you might see an error message here. That's just because I already have Visual Studio Code installed on my system, and I'm reinstalling it now. Don't worry. If you see a similar error, simply click OK and continue. Once that's done, let's open Visual Studio Code. And there you go. Visual Studio Code is successfully installed. This is how the interface of Visual Studio Code looks. Alright, now let's see how to use Notepad as a code editor. First, create a new Notepad file. Next, write a simple HTML code in it. After that, click on File and then click Save As. Then, type a name for your file. Under File Type, select All Types. Finally, at the end of the file name, add .html and save it. That's it. Your file is now saved as an HTML file. And that's all for this video. If you found this video useful, please subscribe to the SL Developer channel. See you in the next one.